Hello everybody, Toastbomb here with a Wacky Wednesday, finally bringing back the series. This week on Wacky Wednesday, we are going to be playing Team Snipers while only scoped in. So right as soon as I spawn, gotta scope in and have to be like that the entire time. Now, I actually have played a few games like this a while back, not in Team Snipers where everyone else isn't scoped in, but in a custom game where everyone is doing the same thing. So it's kind of equally crazy for everybody, making it really weird, kind of like when you all agree in a custom game to switch to like 10 sensitivity inverted southpaw or something ridiculous like that and just see what happens. It's similar to that where everything's crazy and everyone's messed up, but here I'm the only one messed up, so it makes it a lot harder. Now, doing this, I definitely found that kind of just sitting in one spot is the best bet. Getting to somewhere that you think is okay and maybe isn't going to get a lot of traffic is, again, probably the best bet, because say goodbye to checking your corners, say goodbye to looking behind you to see if someone's there, say goodbye to pretty much anything, because if you're looking at a spot and you need to turn 90 degrees, it's going to take a while, and it's going to be very, very awkward. So people sneaking up behind you is a really big issue. So that's why trying to find a spot that's pretty low traffic can be really, really useful, because then not very many people are going to be in that area, and then hopefully you're scoping in on a spot where you can actually pick off quite a few guys. Also, another thing that becomes kind of hard sometimes when you are scoped in like this is jumping can sometimes be a little bit difficult, because you can't quite tell where you are in the map because you're all zoomed in all the time. And then also I think maps really influence how easy this ends up being, because if you're at a drift and you're trying to set up in a single spot, like I really like to set up where the snipers spawn on those outside areas, people will come up behind you constantly, and that can be a really big issue. Now, you can say the same thing for Haven if you're in one of the hallways, but the thing about the hallways is there's usually a lot of people there. On a drift, people are usually spread out, all your teammates are not necessarily with you, so that they can't really watch your back. If someone starts shooting from the other direction, you can't turn around in time. But at Haven, in those hallways, people are constantly in the hallways. That's where like 80% of the battles go. So strategically sort of placing yourself within your teammates so that if shots do start getting fired from behind you and you can't turn around because you're completely scoped in, then you can duck behind some cover or start turning around, and hopefully your teammates will notice and they'll be able to turn around and deal with the threat, or at least stall the guy enough that you can get around and kill him. So I found that to be kind of an interesting balance of finding a safe spot that's also kind of a high-trafficked area by your teammates, but not necessarily the enemies, because your teammates are already there occupying that space, if that makes any sense. So that's why Haven can be really good, because you don't really have to watch your back because you have so many teammates in that area already that you're kind of covered. And also, in this one, I'm only doing single scope, because I think double scope would be kind of impossible, but I guess that would maybe be an option down the line. I could do a double scope video and see how that works out, but I was kind of scared to do that, so I kind of just stuck with the single scope this time around. But I guess if people really want me to, I could try a double scope. I just don't think that if I did that, I'd maybe get like one kill, and it just wouldn't be entertaining to watch. Well, it might be a little bit funny, like, oh, he died, haha, like, you know, 3 times, 3 deaths or whatever. And after a while, it's just, okay, he's just staring at walls and the ground. He doesn't even know what he's looking at for like the next 6 minutes, and I think that would just be kind of boring. So I didn't know. I don't think that would be a very good thing to do, but I could try it out if you guys want me to. But that's why I just stuck with the single scope this time around, because I knew I could actually potentially get a few kills in the match. But anyways, that'll be it for this one. If you liked it, you can leave a like or a comment, or you can subscribe, because I post new Halo videos every day. Also, if you have an idea for next week, like you want to see something Wacky Wednesday, you got a silly idea you want to see, then feel free to post that down in the comments, and that could totally be a topic for next week if it maybe gets a ton of upvotes, or if I just really like the idea. So, anyways, that is it. See you later. Bye.
Game over.